What's going on YouTube? You are tuned into MV and Chill, and your host for the day, of course, is myself. Let's get straight into it. What I've done today is reset my laptop so there's nothing running in the background, hopefully, and we can just edit without any problems. Hopefully there'll be no crashing. I took my little boy out to the waterfront and we took some photos. It was so nice seeing how many people there are. I didn't know that there would be this many people within the skate society in Ipswich. Today I feel like these photos would be really good, quite contrasty. I had a comment from Paul R on my first MV and Chill, and he was saying that I should try out some black and whites. I haven't done that in so long, so I think it'd be nice to play around with the contrast of a few images and just get something a little bit different to what I normally go for. Pull out this loop deck, have a little go. I like that. I don't know who knows about skating, but that looks like it's right in between the crazy leg pose, and I like that shot, so I'm gonna probably mess around with that. Now, I wouldn't say it's one of the better images, but we'll see what we can get going forward. My little boy had skates on that were probably about 2 sizes, maybe 3 too big for him. I kind of like that shot. Mid skating backwards, bit of a shadow. I was shooting quite tight. As you know, for my full frame, I've only got the 70 to 180, so everything is pretty tight when it comes to most of the shots that are gonna show up on screen. I kind of like that. I wish I composed it better, but I kind of like that shot. We'll put it in there anyway because, as I mentioned, with our selects, we're probably just gonna add some presets to them. It's very important to get down low with these kind of shots, and that's something that I just wasn't doing enough. To be fair to me, I have recently torn my Achilles, so it is very hard to get down low. And whilst taking these photos, I was on skates. I love these shots. Make no mistake, this was not him doing the splits. I like that. I wish I had more floor underneath me. I remember when I was shooting, I was making a conscious effort to shoot more landscape as well, because I don't take enough landscapes. Landscapes can be so nice, but because of Instagram, it plays in your mind. You just want to take portrait shots a lot more. As I mentioned earlier, you can see the angle. I'm just too tall. I need to be lower. Yeah, I think we can do quite a bit with this. Just the shadows, and even that one. That might be our black and whites. Here we go. So these are good shots. However, her foot is being, if I was lower and her foot was being separated and it was out in that blown out sky, then you could see it better. Now I think there's one coming up where you've got less distraction in the background, less people. I think it was that one. Ooh, that one right there is special. I like it. Yeah, oh, see the building in the back, just a little bit lower. Have that separate. It's still a good shot, but yeah, I'll save it anyway. It's still a good shot. I was just gonna start off the photo from scratch, if I'm honest, but I literally just hovered over one of my presets that I made before, and it's quite contrasty. There's a little bit of sun that's still in there. Let's see if there are any filters, because I usually save them with everything all still in it. I would say in the corners it looks quite dark, and that might be because I've got a vignette on it. So we'll keep the vignette, but we'll make the midpoint a little bit tighter. Or actually, I don't know if that's working. No split toning today. I'm staying away from that a little bit. I'm gonna up my shadows a little bit more, and that might change if I change them to black and white. It's just the subject at the moment. I feel like his head is a little bit dark, a bit too dark. I'm actually going to change the contrast. I don't usually change the slider very much, but in this case, I think I will, just to make it more punchy. It makes the subject look a lot sharper too. Let's just put some fine detail in just so that we know who's who. Here we go. So one photo down. Other than the exposures, there's not really much that I want to change from the images. And I think moving forward from these images, I think it's going to be a lot more black and white based.
5 minutes later.
Right, so I had a couple of deliveries, so I had to pause. And my bloody microphone cut out, didn't it? Oh. Oh my god. This boy, and it's not even on the bloody knee with the pad on it. See? Kids. Always creating some sort of dangerous situation. How I'm gonna Instagram post them, I don't actually. No, I do know how I'm gonna do it. and I might actually show you guys quickly. If you're ever in a situation where you are like me and you've got a photo that you really like, however, on Instagram, you're either gonna have to crop the top or crop the bottom, like something's gonna have to go. And obviously, if I was to do that in application here, that would just be shit, if I'm honest. Like, you're either gonna cut off half of her head, or you're gonna cut off the shadow, or you're gonna completely cut off the shadow. Let's see what it looks like. I still don't like it like that. It takes away from the photo. I like that long shadow following through, and that silhouette. And I think we're gonna edit this one in black and white. So what I'm gonna quickly do is take it into Photoshop. Once you've opened up Photoshop, you want to go to canvas size, change the pixels to percentage, and you want to add 20% on the width. Press OK. You want to go to your rectangular marquee tool. So you want to go from the point where you want to start stretching. That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to warp the image. Control T to transform. Make sure that this link isn't on. So you take that off, and you literally just drag that across. Now, it may look a bit weird if you go a little bit too far with it, like I sometimes do. I mean, on an Instagram post, you're not gonna turn around and be like, oh shit, that boat looks too wide. Like, I mean, a lot of people won't even notice. Let's see what happens if I do the exact same thing, but let's just not distort the subject. So let's distort the shadow a little bit and just see if it works. I think that's good. Yeah, no one's really gonna turn around and be like, oh, I can see distortion. I'd tell them to get out of here and stop trolling me. So I'm gonna do the exact same thing for the other side, and we'll pull this across. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Control S will save that. It will save it as a TIFF file or whatever your settings are in the background. Just like that, we got Instagram material. So I think I'll have to probably use a radial filter, change some of the settings in here. So let's see what we're doing. Let's press O, see what we're doing. Might even put a range mask on it, a luminance mask, sorry, on it. That way we're only kind of selecting certain parts of the image. Show luminance mask, and then I'll quickly grab my brush. We'll go to erase, like we did in the last video. Take off auto mask because we all know what that does. It starts getting it, oh, it's doing this stuff again. It clearly doesn't like the luminance mask. That is what it seemed to be sending my computer insane. So at least I know now, because usually I'd edit with you guys, or it could just be the masks in general, but I've used masks before and this stuff doesn't happen. But now you're seeing all these black lines that are just creeping into the image out of nowhere. Let me know if that happens to you guys, by the way. So from 0 to 70%, if you look at 0 being completely black and 100 being completely white, I've only gone and picked up certain parts of that image. The reason why I'm doing that, let's put this stuff all back where it needs to be, is just because I feel like she doesn't seem, like the blacks don't seem strong enough. It might just be in the general photo though. It might be something that I need to change. But yeah, let's just drop these blacks so that she stands out. The highlights, I need to tone down a little bit. The shadows, I need to, yeah, the shadows that's what's making it look all washed out. So that's bold to me. That is subject separation. I'm doing the exact same thing so her face, I just don't want to be, let's go, oh my God, computer, shit. And I wish I had my Wacom tablet, but we won't even go into that. In the last MV and Chill, I literally just cut out a load because I tried to use the Wacom tablet, it sent the computer crazy, and I just called it quits. But hopefully I'll figure out what is pissing my computer off and I'll stay away from it so that I can continue to edit with you guys without it just cutting off halfway or me not finishing the job. Okay, so let's take off that luminance mask again. I love the separation now. I love it. What I'm gonna do here is duplicate this and I'm just gonna put it over the shadow. Because of the luminance mask, it doesn't matter where I move it, it's only gonna pick up that first 70%. So I'm not messing up the floor, which is super bright, because the floor is within that 70 to 100%. So yeah, luminance masks, love them. Paul, I hope you are proud of me because yeah. Now that I'm looking at it, the arc does look really, really distorted. However, I do not care. When you look at this photo, you probably won't even notice. I'm gonna leave this image. Now I think I'm only gonna target my black and whites if I'm honest. Can I do the same thing with this image? I do like this image. Let's see what this is, black and white straight off the bat. I would say I definitely need to get rid of that stupid vignette. Why it's still even on the rest of the photos. I think for color it was okay. However, on this photo, I think it looks better without. Is this a black and white? I don't think so. I don't think. Oh no, actually, this one is alright. This one bangs. Yo, no adjustments, straight in there. I like it. What am I gonna do for Instagram though? All right, I'm gonna try something here. All right, okay, I'm gonna try something. Let's go back to Photoshop again. So my dilemma is that when I do this, of course, her hair is in the frame, so I can't just spread out everything as I did before. But I'm gonna try and maybe make that square. Let me just show you. Yeah, let's go from here. And then what we're going to do is select the magic selection tool. Quick selection tool. We're going to hold Alt so that we're taking away, and we're just going to select her hair. Oh shit! Should have done it the other way around. Okay, let's make my canvas bigger as we did before. Width on 20. Oh shit! So we're going to have to redo it. Okay. Let's dodge the skate. Oh no, actually, let's not dodge the skate. So let's give it a try. Free transform. And let's pull it across. Oh, what is that? What is that? Uh-oh. You know what I should have done? I should have made a layer underneath. That's exactly what I should have done. Live and you learn, Marv. Okay. Exact same thing. I always Control J beforehand as well, so I don't know what I was playing at. Control J. It's only gonna make a layer of that, I know. Shit. Third time then, we're gonna have to do it for the third time. So we've got a background copy. We've got a layer. What's in the layer? So it's just that, okay. Keep the background. We'll make our square for the third and hopefully final time. Okay, so there's a little bit of a wisp, and I know exactly what I'm going to do with that in a second. However, let's do the other side. Wind their hand. That person's going to look well wide. Shit, he looks wide. I wonder what content aware will do.
A few moments later.
Yeah, that's not happening. Yeah, no. We tried it. Okay, my thoughts are, I'm gonna free transform, I'm gonna extend it a little bit to the point where it doesn't look too bad, and then we're just gonna have to take some off of the top, I think. That extended her hair as well, which doesn't look fake, so that's okay. If anything, it actually looks better. So I'm happy with that. Let's deselect that. And just to clear up a couple of bits, I'm going to get the patch healing tool. You can use anything. You can use the healing tool, you can use the clone stamp, you can use anything for this, because this section is not hard whatsoever. There we go. All good. And I love this image. I do like it. So yeah, the rest of the photos, I'm pretty happy with the edits. I'm literally just going to go around and sort out the composition. Now, this one, I've got to find a way to make this glow. Like, it's got to be creme de exposure all the way to the top. No. That's not what we're going to do. Alright, let's dip these highlights. Keep the exposure just a little bit lower than here. Graduated filter, just here. And all we're doing is we are going to aim for the sky, the highlights in the background. Lovely luminance, slider again. Pull up the range, show my mask, show what I'm doing. So I think I'm only highlighting, let's get real close. I think I'm only highlighting the background. I just don't want any highlights of her face. The moment I start to see it go red, I'm gonna, yes, I need to be in and around 60 will be good. I think 60 will keep me safe. Okay. Yeah, there's still a bit of detail in that sky. You gotta love a dynamic range Sony. You love it. No, because the whites will kill the clouds, so we don't want that. However, maybe increasing the shadows might be nice. So this is also, it shows you the power of flash. It shows you why flash is important, because then you can expose for the sky behind you and have a nice, beautiful blue sky. And then at the same time, imagine having, okay, you probably wouldn't get the shadows in the same way unless you had a big or powerful light behind you. So yeah, it gets techie. If I'm honest, you don't want to go too far, because you know, these are just photos, but one day we will have that technology where you can just take a photo and grab everything out of the photo. I want to take out warm tones from it though, so let's see if we can change the temperature. Oh yeah. Yeah. It looks a little bit fake, so I might bring it down a little bit. That's better. Yeah. That's looking better. I want some more black in this image, just so that there's some more pizzazz. What I'm trying to do is without going into skin smoothing, because her face only takes up so small of the area. It's just, there's a lot of shadow over her face, and I just wanted to even it out a little bit more. And I think that's done it. To be fair. I think we're all good. What else can I do to this image to amplify? I think I'm gonna leave it where it is. I think this is the winner. Now it's time to love you and leave you guys. I hope you've enjoyed this editing process. I forgot to add in my sharpening, didn't I? If you like what you've seen, make sure you hit the like button. Of course, that helps me. It makes me smile, I guess. I'll keep doing these type of videos regardless. Like it's what I do. So if you want to see more, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification bell so that you can be alerted when I do post. Until the next episode, catch you in a bit. Peace. Imagine it wasn't recording.
For the whole thing?
I'd be pissed. I would be pissed because the mic already cut out earlier on. Little bastard. I've got to leave it up here now so it doesn't try that shit again.